and the Minnesota Vikings. 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield, it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew he wanted to be a running back and has proven why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about
nowhere to go here? He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 2nd and 4. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch the eye. Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Back to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On first down, it's Collins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Back to throw, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Watson, it's complete to Fuller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the gun on third, Watson. He may try and run for this.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Watson, he can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
This is Collins on the handoff, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. 41 recon, 132 fighter.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Collins. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Collins. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things. Line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On second down now. It's Collins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball and run.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good gain of 14 yards, but not enough. It's 4th down. They'll set up a throw, and Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, 34 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left, and he's going to keep it here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
We got 3. Let's go.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. On 3rd down, this is Collins. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On second down, here's Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And Thomas has it. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Looking to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over. Excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On second down, it's Miller. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. 3rd and 2, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Watson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. On 2nd down now. It's Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down, it's Collins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. On 1st, they go right back to Collins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Let's go, get set.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they have.
Oh, they flip it to the... He's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So the call stands as is. Not only is that the case, now you're out of challenges, too.
Which means that if anything goes haywire and you look out and you want to get it corrected, you cannot unless it's within 2 minutes.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. To the catch made by Hopkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Watson with a give to Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On second and 11 now. Watson, and on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, third and long. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a play fake here on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. Drops it underneath for Collins. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike Bravo.
Second and 6. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Greystone travel.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. They'll look to throw. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, group, but how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shamar Stephen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, rushing down he goes. Brandon Dunn coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Go!
41 to Mike. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Get it!
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 32 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Miller. He's had a big workload here tonight. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. On second down, Foreman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Thomas has it. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Watson now operating from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Now back to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Collins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Miller. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Here's Watson on third down. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 73 yards, and the Texans cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing, you and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
On first down, Watson going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 59 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Tighten down. There you go.
Well, this is exactly what I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first down.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw here. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Vikings on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be third and a mile. This is Collins on the toss. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT there to make the grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. To throw is Watson, and that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Flushed out right. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards. They go play action here on first down. Oh no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
On first down, Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Check 99. Check 99.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
On the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Buying time to his left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football count.
You're so litigious.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right.
Break the set. UNT. 2-4. Not today, you know. Not today. Let's go.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. He's got Thomas yet again complete.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197.
Reset. UNT. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. And go.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the night as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. 2nd and long.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, Foreman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, Alpha! Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Hey, boy.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. And the Texans scoop it, and nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
All day, baby, all day. Mark 55, right there in the middle.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll set up a throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 44 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And they got the extra point.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Switch gears.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback,
got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Open man, the tight end falls. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would have.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Leo.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Well, it was too long to risk a field goal, so they said we got to throw it up there, hope something good happens, and I think that's the definition of something good happening.
Not just good.
Amazing.
In their estimation, great, amazing, stupendous. I mean, exhilarating. How about them running off the field with a victory where it looked like they were possibly headed towards overtime?
Oh, yeah, it looked like definite overtime, and everybody just holding their breath as that ball hung in the air, and then jubilation. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.